Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I'm Sturdy Newhat, and today we are back playing Tomb Raider. Last time, we made our way through the last of the Greek levels, and going through the tomb of Tehocan, we got our hands on the second piece of the Scion, and killed Pierre Dupont. In doing so, Lara learned that the third piece of the Scion was in Egypt, and has travelled ahead, hoping to find the Sanctuary of the Scion here. We also, at the end of the tomb of Tehocan, encountered two Atlantean Centaurs. I suppose that's not the first time we've encountered the Atlanteans though, because there's one living Atlantean mummy in the tomb of Qualopec. But we were engaged, let's say, by two Atlantean Centaurs. And boy, we're going to be encountering more of them throughout Egypt, and it's going to be hell. I'm not going to say that the Atlanteans are a bad design or anything like that, because, well, they might be, but no, they're not bad design. They are good enemies, but especially here, they are going to really highlight the weaknesses in Tomb Raider's camera and hitboxes and movement system, because they are far too quick, they are far too harassy, and after this level, when you kill them they explode, which you saw from the Centaurs last time. All in all, it's going to be a bad time. They are the most stressful thing about these last few levels. Just avoid being killed by the panther there. I'm just going to keep using my pistols. I'll save Magnum Ammo. Not that I need to, because there's quite a lot of ammo. Which reminds me, this episode, not this level, 2 levels from now, we'll manage to get our hands on this game's final weapon, the Uzis. And that's going to be fun. Cool. So, throw on the Magnums, 230, which is not bad. I should be fine for Magnum Ammo, and I'll get some good use of the shotgun as well, I think. But here, yep, there we go. There we go. The Atlantean Mummies are a nightmare. They're very quick. They do a good amount of damage. Because of their hitboxes, they will knock you around as well, which is a problem in tight spaces or on ledges. We'll also encounter a few variants. This level, I think all we'll see is the Atlantean Mummies though, so that's not too bad. So this is one of the shorter. There's only 3 Egypt levels, and I think this is really the short one. The Sanctuary of the Scion's fairly short, but it's much grander in scale. So I'm sort of just going around and picking up the things that I remember where they are. So the shotgun shell's up here. And that should be it, because we don't do anything with this obelisk until the next level. Oh. Thought I could make that jump? Apparently not. So if I remember rightly, I don't think I can go up there. I think that's just set dressing for later, but that's fine. If I come up here, I can get my hands on a key. Yes, that's right. Haven't forgotten as much of this as I thought I would. The Egypt levels... The Egypt levels are sort of the levels that I remember the least about whenever I think of the original Tomb Raider. Mostly because the Peru levels, I think I've played more than any other level, because whenever I go back to the game, no matter how far I get, I always play through the Peru levels. The Greek levels, I think, are, as I think I've said now in 3 separate videos, where the game really starts to carve out its identity. So I remember them fairly well. The Egypt levels are, I think, the best looking so far. Let's not spoil what comes after Egypt, but I think these are certainly the best, like the best put together levels. I think there's a Panther or an Atlantean in here, and it's quite close. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Shotgun saving my ass. So, grab med pack, and if I remember rightly, there's a sort of bit above. Yeah. Okay, so there's ledges above, but I don't think we go through them till later. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so there's a couple of things. I think there's something up here in this ledge, so I'm just gonna... Nope, I'm not apparently. Okay. I think there's also a boulder trigger, so I'll trigger that. That's good. That's I think will save me hassle later on. And I also think there's a secret up here. Oh. Not like that. There we go. And I think, yep. Large med pack and Magnum rounds. Cool. And I can make my way out of here. Now, that bit with the cat, that opens up later. I need to go and pull a lever, I think, first. That's not the water. There we go. Head down here. And crack this door open. There we go. I think there's a crocodile here. Somewhere. But I don't think there's anything in the water, so... Probably not worth killing. Today the crocodile gets to live. They might not be so lucky tomorrow. Okay, and up here, and I think there's a lever I pull up here, and then we continue the climb upwards. But yeah, no, I really like these levels in terms of the way they look. I think they're probably the most aesthetically pleasing. Do not like that sound. Yeah, so that's pulled that out, and then there's a trapdoor in the ceiling. So I think there's another lever for that, but that's fine. So I just need to continue pushing this block over, and then that'll let me continue the climb. Okay. So I'm gonna have to pull and then jump over and then push. And there we go. Cool. Right, let's just line myself up. Hey. Cool, I didn't mess up the jump. I don't feel as bad about platforming today. Last episode, I remember I was not feeling good about the platforming and it was not going well, so... This is a substantially better start. Okay, and here is the lever. Trapdoors. Trapdoors are open, and I don't think I can go through here yet, but I think this is... I think the key's through there? Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's later on. Okay. Hey. And then, I can't remember if there's an Atlantean mummy up here or not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. Cool. So, that is the door underneath the cat open, and we are... There's nothing else up here, is there? And we are up here. So, that's that over there, and I think a crocodile or an alligator spawns. Let's line this up, don't hit your head. Perfect. And we can line ourselves up and run over. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to get this episode out and then the episode after out sort of tomorrow from when this gets uploaded, because I'm now no longer working night shift at a warehouse. I'm now hopefully going into a... well, no, I am going into, but it's hopefully going to be more sane and sustainable for me. I'm going into a new office job, daytime, because I've got the engineering degree, so I'm going to be doing that, which is going to be great. But I start there on Monday, and I'm going to... I managed to get my hands on a graphics card. I've been having problems with the graphics card on my PC, so if I line this up, and go and grab the Uzi ammo. Just make sure not to... Hey, perfect. I've been having issues with this graphics card for a few months, but given the way the market has been, replacing it has not been financially responsible, until I got that job and started making money, at which point I could just about afford it. So, I'm hopefully going to be replacing my graphics card. That being said, I think the moment I do it, it's going to corrupt my Windows. Which means I'm going to lose essentially all of my Tomb Raider progress. Which would be fine if I hadn't already had this save be corrupted and had to replay through again. And I don't think I can bear it. I don't think I can bear going back and playing through the game again and trying to... Because when I played through the game again for last episode, I tried to do it the same way that I had done the playthrough you guys saw. So I picked up the same secrets and stuff like that, and I tried to conserve my ammo where I'd conserved my ammo and all the rest of it, but I didn't do it perfectly, and it was also quite a lot of stress just trying to think, did I do this, did I do that, and I don't want to do that again. Not that I don't want to play Tomb Raider again. I would happily sit and play this game over and over again once I'd finished, but going back through and setting myself up properly for the recording and everything is a bit of hassle, so... But I want to get that done before I start at my new job, so... I'm hoping that I can get all of Tomb Raider recorded for the end of the week. But I'm now just going to work through the Egypt levels. That'll be this episode, and the Egypt levels should be fine. And then I'll work through the last set of levels next time, and that'll be the final episode, so should be good. Okay, so climbing up here, I can't really remember what's next. Is that... And then... I don't think I go that way until... I don't think I go that way at all. I think that's just another way to drop down. Ah, there we go. Oh boy. I hate them so much. They're not too bad this level. The spaces are fairly cramped with them, but it looks like the Atlantean mummies in this level don't explode. Well, they do explode, but the little giblets don't explode as well, which happens later on. Oh yeah, that's key up there. Yeah, here we are. Cool. So, I will grab this, and then I think there's only one more thing to do before the end of this level. I think I just head up the sand here, and then do the platforming over the bit I was at earlier with the panther. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Cool. Okay, let's not mess these jumps up. Good times. Okay, grab this Magnum Ammo. And then I think we just pull this lever and we slide down, and that's more or less it for this level. And let's not mess up the jumps on the way back. Hey, perfect. Good. Okay, hard part over. So the floor opens up and half the sand drains out, and then I think I just slide down here. And then up, and yeah, just up here, and that's it. Fairly short level. And like I said, Egypt only has 3 levels. Much shorter than Greece's 5. And yeah, that's us. Okay, now on to the Obelisk of Camon. This level I remember being a bit of a nightmare in terms of the platforming, because there's a lot of places you can make mistakes. So essentially that obelisk we saw at the start of the last level with the 4 slots, we pick up the 4 artifacts here. So I think pushing this block aside, we can go and grab a key. That sounds about right to me. I think there's a crocodile here as well though. So, let's pull out... oh, tons of ammo. Tons of ammo for the Magnums. Not a lot of enemies in the last level either. Where is... there we go. Ideal. And I think the key's down here, and I think there's a couple other items in the water as well. But yeah, I think the Egyptian levels are the best looking. They're certainly the most varied in terms of the textures and the set dressing that they use. They get far more attention than any of the levels previous, I think. And I can see why Egypt is a setting that the Tomb Raider series returns to quite a few times. I don't know if it's just that it's fitting into the sort of stereotype of the British explorer. Egypt is a good setting for that, but... okay, so there's 2 other blocks, but if I remember rightly, there isn't anything behind them except enemies. So I think it's just this one, and I'm only really pulling this one out so that I've got a platform for that door up there. But I think there's a panther back here, there's also a med pack, which I don't need to grab. Again, this game is very, very liberal in what it gives you. I think I have like 50 med packs all in. There we go. Yeah, small med pack. probably not even worth coming to grab. But we did anyway. Part of the game is the exploring. Cool. So, then we can go along here and put the key in. Yep. But there we go. And I think as I'm recording this, it's, let's see, 1996. I'm pretty sure this month is the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider. Of this game. This game came out 25 years ago. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Good job I've got all those med packs. Yep, they explode in this level. I hate the Atlanteans. They really do pick on the weaknesses that this game's camera and movement system has. Okay, so pulling that lever lowers down one of the platforms across, and those 4 items are all up there. So that has given us access to one of them. I'm not going to pick any of them up until I can pick all of them up, just because I think it'll be a bit of a time saver. Okay, cool. Do I remember this bit? A lot of platforming, and I also think there's a room off to the side that just has 2 Atlanteans in it, and I am not in the mood for fighting 2 Atlanteans in a small side room. That's a terrible way to die. But okay, I'll grab the large med pack. That'll replace the large med pack I lost fighting the Atlantean in that room. I think I'm carrying around like 30 of them. But yeah, I feel that the Egyptian levels are just like far more detailed and varied and visually interesting than a lot of the levels that have come before. I don't know, I feel like there was real care and attention put into these levels. Although there wasn't care and attention put into the other ones, but oh. That was a silly mistake. But I really feel like they took their time and they really liked making these levels. I can see why the series returned to Egypt quite a lot. In fact, Tomb Raider 4 takes place entirely in Egypt. It doesn't, aside from the beginning, which I think takes place in Cambodia? Is that right? It's been a while since I played Last Revelation. Okay, let's pull this lever. Oh, okay, that mummy might be a problem. We didn't really have time to... Oh god, the hitboxes. Oh, there we go. Boy. We didn't really have time to see that cutscene, but that lever pulled down a second one of the platforms for the 4 artifacts. That's good. Yeah, quite a lot of that was my fault, but also was the jank hitboxes that come along with early 3D. I think there's a panther, am I right? Yep, there we go. Come on. Just accept it. There we go. Cool. And there has to be something back here, right? Yep, Magnum Ammo. Sweet. Okay, so this ramp has now become stairs and we can make our way back up. and jump over and grab the shotgun shells, since the shotgun is proving to be pretty useful in tight conditions. I probably should have used the shotgun against that Atlantean before. I didn't really think. That being said, the fact they explode now makes the shotgun a less attractive option, given that I have to be a bit closer to them. If I can drop down here, I think the lever for what I'm looking for is out here. Yeah, it's up here. Cool. Okay, so now this ramp has become stairs and we can make our way up. Okay, and then just shimmy along here. And then does that pull down one of the platforms? I think there's a lever then we pull that drops one of the platforms, which would be pretty standard. So yeah, we pick up those 4 artifacts, we go back to the start of the last level, and we put them in the obelisk we saw, and then we get to make our way into the sanctuary of the Scion and get the final piece, hopefully. There we go. Okay, that didn't lower the platform, but yep, okay, so it stairs from the ramp. I also think there's an Atlantean up here. And I also think there might be a slightly higher ledge. Yep, one of the mummies is definitely here. That's fine, you shouldn't be able to get me up here. I stand corrected, it did. Although it's pathfinding probably won't... there we go. Okay, that was fairly painless. Fairly painless. Okay, 3 out of 4 done. So, grab this med pack. Be careful not to fall off. And we can head back out. So there's only one more lever to pull. Ah, I remember where it is. I remember there's a secret and stuff. Okay, cool. There's 2 secrets actually. Okay, so this is not the only way to get here. Obviously, you don't have to go through 2 secrets. But if I drop down here, I can grab small med pack, some Magnum Ammo, and then just along I can show you the 2 secrets. One jump that you just have to do, and then one jump that's kind of awkward, and I hope I don't die doing. But we'll see, you never know, I might die. So, as you can see on top of that that central pillar to my right, there we go. As you can see, there is some items there, so it's just a case of running and jumping. There we go. And we get, if Lara will pick it up, Uzi ammo and a small med pack. And then over here, you'll see there's a wee platform there with that thing on it, so I just have to line up properly. But yeah, we can, there's actually a secret there. Hey, I didn't mess it up. Cool. We get a large med pack and 2 sets of Uzi clips. And then we can continue on to this room, which is where the final lever is. So, yeah, I think for this I should head down first, because I think there's 2 Atlanteans down here. And so if I do that, that should trigger them, and then I can just kill them from a safe spot up here. Yep. There we go. The Atlanteans move and attack far too quickly. They have better control of their own movement than you do of Lara's, so it's a recipe for disaster. But that's okay, back up, and then I think there's a secret and some shotgun shells. And then the final lever, and then I can grab the 4 artifacts and bounce out of here. Yes, I remember this. Okay, so this area is somehow counted as a secret. I have no idea why. Because it's not very well hidden. Not complaining. But if you think about, like, on top of the pillar is fairly obvious, but that wee ledge that you have to do the run and jump from the pillar to, that's more hidden than this. There we go. Didn't mess that one up either. Cool, we can grab our shotgun shells. And then I think it's just a bunch of ledge hangs, right? Yeah. So drop down here and then, yep. Hang down, shimmy across. And again. There we go. It's okay, I haven't messed up any of the platforming yet majorly, so we're doing good. And I did the clever thing by taking care of those Atlanteans, because if I fell down there, that would have been a nightmare. Okay, so we are heading up and over here. Perfect. Yeah, here it is. And with that, all 4 platforms have dropped, and all we need to do is make our way back out of here. So I think just drop down, climb back up, grab the 4 artifacts, and we're out of here. Yeah, 25 years. This game came out 25 years ago. This month, I think. Or next month. Might have been next month. But we're fairly close, 25 years. Quarter of a century ago, we were dealing with early 3D video games. We've come a long way. Okay, so there is the first one, and as you can see it's not doing anything yet, but that's fine. I don't think that door opens until we grab all 4. But the scripting in this game doesn't know which one we're going to grab last, and I'm guessing they didn't know how to program it so that it only showed you this when you grab the last one. So they just showed you it whenever you grab them all, I guess. There we go. I don't know, video game engines are complicated. I don't pretend to understand them. There we go. Didn't die. Okay, so Magnum Ammo, and then I think there's some shotgun shells up here. Yep. Grab them. Yeah, early 3D. So early 3D video games was 25 years ago. Before that it was all 2D and then 2.5D. Tomb Raider is now older than the average person who plays video games, probably. Is that safe to say? Is it safe to say the average person who plays video games is under 25? Maybe it's not. But I would have thought that it was. Man, this series has come a long way. I'm looking forward to playing through the other Tomb Raider games as well. I'm probably going to cover them all. at some point or another. I'll play through them in order. I'm kind of looking forward to revisiting Tomb Raider 2. It was my favourite growing up, but the more that I think about it, and the more I've spoken about it with other people I know that have played Tomb Raider, it's not necessarily as good, and it's got some bad design choices, and these were things that I never thought about or considered or were not a problem for me when I was younger, so I'm looking forward to revisiting that with a more critical lens, because I haven't played Tomb Raider 2 in a good few years. It's been a while. There we go. Okay, so I think there's stuff up here. Magnum Ammo, cool. Yeah, I haven't played Tomb Raider 2 in a very long time. The last time I played Tomb Raider 2, I was emulating it on a Raspberry Pi. That was a little summer experiment I was doing, so that would have been about 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Something like that. That being said, I haven't played through Tomb Raider 3 or Revelations in longer, I don't think. Is there something down there? Yep, of course there is. Of course there's another exploding bullshit. There we go. Come on. I'm very lucky. I don't think... I've maybe been hit by one. I was going to say, I don't think I've been hit by too much exploding Atlantean giblets. But I think I did last time I was dealing with that one up in the... I know what I mean. I'm not conveying this very well. I think I was hit by a wee bit when I was caught off guard at the lever, but that's fine. I've been pretty lucky so far because they, if you get them on a bad day, there we go. Hey, look, we're back at the start of the last level, which I always thought was really cool. I thought it was really cool that they were able to integrate it like that. That being said, I never understood where these shotgun shells came from, because they weren't here last time. And I've only been gone like 15 minutes, so what, did someone come in and drop a box of shotgun shells there? Yeah. Okay, are you this one? No, okay. So you must be this one. And again, it's going to show us the door every single time I put one of these in, and I think it's just because they couldn't get the scripting to work out, so that it only showed you that on the last one. So they just did it for everything. I don't know, video game engines are hard. I've never been good at coding. And bear in mind, ignoring, you know, the scripting and everything, early 3D engines, no one really knew what they were doing. Going back and playing some early 3D games, like going back and looking at like Quake, Sin, and even looking at things like model rigging, and stuff like that, there were no rules. There we go. We're out of here. Okay, and we're on to the last of the Egypt levels. But yeah, going back and playing like old 3D games really makes you realise how long it took for people to get to grips with this, and that it's really complicated. We don't think about it too much anymore. We sort of just accept that 3D engines exist, and I imagine they are very user-friendly now. I think there's 2 Atlanteans and a Centaur up here. There we go. No, there's 2 Atlanteans at least. I thought there was a Centaur as well. There we go. Oh, no Centaur. Okay, I must have misremembered that. I imagine a lot of like 3D video game engines are very user-friendly now. I've never like developed anything on a... I don't know, I've never messed about with them, but I imagine they're a lot easier to work with than the software and engines that these guys were using when they were developing Tomb Raider. Okay, so I think I slide down here. Yep. Okay, and grab the Magnum Ammo. There we go. You get to see that this is a full Atlantean, this isn't a mummy. As you also saw, I had an arm cannon and shot little spikes at me. We're gonna be encountering more of them. But that's okay. Oh, I suppose I should show you where we are. Giant Sphinx, big open area, and one of my favourite fun secrets in this game, the secret with the Uzis. We finally get our hands on the Uzis, the most ridiculous weapons. They're so good. And I'll finally get to use up all of the Uzi ammo that I've been collecting, hoarding. I haven't messed up the platforming yet, good. And up here, there we go. Perfect. I hate these. I really do hate these. I think that's the only set in all of the Egypt levels. I don't think they appear again. I don't think did I miss any in the previous levels? I don't think I did. They appear a lot more in the Greek levels, and they will appear later on, but I think that's the only set of them in the Egypt levels. Okay, so that opened a door over the other side, but I'm getting my guns out and getting ready, because if I remember rightly... Yep, there we go. Winged Atlantean. Just in case you thought it couldn't get any worse. They fly now. They fly now. That's right, Tomb Raider did it first. Never mind Star Wars. Oh boy, yeah, and I think Winged Atlanteans appear every time you pull a lever. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them in this level. There we go, back down. But they become slightly easier to deal with once you have your hands on the Uzis, which are in this room. So we're trying to unlock that door in the Sphinx. To do that, I need to climb up. Oh, not here, further along. Yeah, I thought I had to climb up there. Okay, set myself up. Backflip. What? Okay, thought I could backflip that. I guess not. Hey, there we go. So, just have to make our way along here. We pull a lever, we grab the Uzis, and then... I think there's a couple of centaur battles, if I remember rightly. But this is sort of an awkward piece of platforming. You have to sort of go back and forth, and there we go. But yeah, those winged Atlanteans, oh boy, they're a nightmare, because they will get you up here, and they will fly into you, and their hitboxes will bounce you about, and if that means you fall off and die, that means you fall off and die. So I always like to kill them as quickly as possible. Okay, so that's also opened the door over the other side of the Sphinx. There we go. There we are. Relatively painless. Okay, so let's just... Perfect. Again, have not messed up the platforming yet. It's going well. Let's line this up. Hey, good stuff. And some of you might already see the Uzis. You might see them. It's a fun secret. I like this one. If I can just... There we go. So if you look over here, you'll see that they are just floating on an invisible platform. Just there. And it's a leap of faith. Only the penitent man shall pass. And there we go. We get the Uzis, I think 1 level early. And we have 900 bullets. Something tells me we might even run out this level. But whenever you pick them up, I thought 2 appeared. Yeah, there we go, 2. As you see, they just unload. Perfect. Okay, now I'm not really sure where this platform ends. Okay. Okay, so... grab. Oh! Ugh. There we go. Made it. Wasn't what I meant to do, but it worked out because I have to come this way anyway, so... And then up here, so I think I do this room and then the room over the other side of the Sphinx, and then we can head inside. So yeah, block here, cool. Yeah, the Uzis are the sort of pinnacle of what of your lead-slinging, damage-dealing weapons in this game. Again, Tomb Raider 1 only has 4 weapons. The pistols, the magnums, the shotgun, and the Uzis. And man, the Uzis just kick ass. See? Just death dealing. The only problem with the Uzis is that you go through ammo very quickly. They are just lead spitters and you run out of ammo real quick. Like I think we picked up, what, 900 bullets? That's how much Uzi ammo we had going into this level. Realistically, I don't need to use the Uzis as my primary weapon, but... I mean, I'm going to. There we go. If you were just using them for like the really tough encounters, there we go. I suppose if you were just using them for the really tough encounters, it would be fine. But they just chew through ammo. Okay, so down here again. We can head through here. I think I have to go down into the water. Is that right? Oh yeah, shimmy along here. Okay, I thought this was different. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, but the Uzis, you will run out of ammo very quick. It's worth conserving in the coming levels. I'm not going to conserve for this level because I've waited a long time to use the Uzis, so... Okay, and there's a key down here. And another centaur fight, and we will be good to go. So I've only messed up the platforming once. And it worked out and I didn't die, so it was fine. Okay, so I have to slide down here and grab the ledge. Jump too early. It's fine. Back up we go. Hey! There we go. Made it that time. Thank God. So then this will open up the door behind us. Or not. Do I still have the key? Nope, I've used the key. Oh, there it goes. Okay, thought I'd soft locked my game there. That's fine. Okay. Just give Centaur the side flip treatment. Perfect. And we can grab the second Ankh. Or the second Ankh, if you're M. Night Shyamalan. I take that back. I have no idea how you're meant to pronounce Ankh. I've always just said Ankh, but it could be Ankh. It could be... You know what? It could be anything. I have no idea. But yeah, we now have 2 of them, and that lets us unlock the door under the Sphinx once we make our way back up and through. It's a bit of an annoying one back, so you have to do all the climbing and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so up here... we can head back through. So, I think I need to get back up on top of the Sphinx again. Well, no, I do. I'm just trying to think about how exactly I do that, because I don't want to take, like, the cliffs all the way around again. I think I can climb up this side. Yeah, looks like it. I mean, I could go all around on the cliffs and come back up here, but it's long road for a shortcut. So then just up here. Seems about right. Okay. So, let's just line up. Oh. Not mess up the jump. There we go. And up here, and there's the first of the 2 slots for the Ankh. I think the other one's down here, is that right? Yep, there it is. Cool. So, now we just need to make our way back down. And then I think there's a huge underwater chamber. I think it's probably... Is it the biggest, like, single room in the game? No, it's not. I can think of one bigger in the coming levels, but it's probably the biggest so far. And it's all underwater. It's cool. Again, I really like what they do with the sort of sense of scale in these last few levels. Not these last few levels, but towards the end of the game. But we saw a little bit of them doing that in Greece. Okay, so I think... Yep. There we go, look at that statue of, I imagine, Horus and Anubis. And look at the size of this room. Okay, grab the shotgun shells off of Horus's crotch, because I don't want shotgun shells left around my crotch. And we can also grab the Uzi ammo from here, because we've been burning through it. And I'm going to head back up and grab some air, because it really is huge. There we go. Okay, so, going back down, I think at the bottom of Horus's legs, underneath the statue, there is a lever. And also the Book of Amun-Ra. That's a fun reference. Okay, so that empties some of the water out of the chamber, and the current carries us through here. And then I think this lets us pull another lever. And then we can be on our way. But no, I think the level designers did a really cool job with the Egypt ones. The levels are just so much more visually interesting and varied, and what they do with the scale in this level and the previous levels is really cool. There's a nice mix of like tight corridors and huge grand rooms like this. And the introduction of the Atlanteans is a nightmare because the Atlanteans are terrible. But, you know. No, they're fine, you know, you love to hate them. But winged Atlanteans, nightmare. Okay, so, yeah, that's emptied like half of the water out of this room. And I think we need to sort of climb down here, because I don't think I can make it into the water. And even if I do make it into the water, I don't think I can climb out of the water onto the statues. Okay, so, run across here. Oh yeah, I also remember this. There's a large med pack, just sort of hidden in the rock here. I don't know if that's like a level designer's oversight, or they didn't know that was going to be there, or something, but yeah. Okay, I don't think I can go down that way, so I think I have to drop down here and then climb down the side. Oh. I don't think I dropped down there then. Down here? Yeah, that seems better. Ish. So. Oh. Is that even survivable? Or do I drop down here? Hang on. Oh, well, can't grab that ledge. Okay, maybe I can just climb over the arm. Oh. Nope, I can't climb over that, it's too steep. Oh, it looks like I can climb out the water though. Okay, that was a big hullabaloo, but nothing. Okay, cool. Right. Oh, I didn't think I could climb out of the water there, but apparently I can. And now, there we go, we go under the statue of Horus. Oh, and now I remember we climb up for about 5 minutes. Admittedly, that's how you know how big and deep that chamber was, because we're now climbing back up to the start of the level. And it's going to take forever. That sense of scale comes at a cost. This is fairly painless though. That being said, this is not very visually interesting. As much as these levels sort of generally are, this hallway is very... it's not that appealing. Okay, cool. So, we can pick this up, and we are now back at the start of the level. And I think... Yep, that's about right. So there was a centaur. I thought the centaur was at the start. Oh, and there's more Atlanteans too. I'm gonna die here. I better not. There we go. Yes, the Atlanteans are confused by slopes. Again, I think it's because some of this geometry is stored two-dimensionally and the enemy AI doesn't know how to cope with slopes and stuff, but that's fine. It gives me a bit of breathing space. Not that much though. So should just be the Centaur left. Although it doesn't seem to want to come out. That's fine. Just give it the side jump treatment. There we go. And I think that's us in terms of the main body of this level. It's now just on to grab the third piece of the Scion. Although, I think we're going to come across an old friend again, so let's just heal up.
I still got a pain in my brain from you. And it's telling me funny ideas now, like to shoot you to hell.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? And with that, we are at the end of the Egypt levels. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
You just pulled the tough end of a wishbone. Howdy.
Afternoon.
Left Larson sucking wind then, eh?
If that is the phrase.
Well, your little vacation riot's over now. Time to give back what you've hijacked off me.
Let's try the lunchbox.
Well, kill her!
Hey!
You morons! Let's go.
What the heck was that? What? That away. Probably just a fish. That'd be some fish, kid. Man, you have got to learn to chill. I'm going back inside. You coming? Steady. Here she goes.
We ready yet?